Hello guys, this is Max from ZTE. Some of you might already heard of the ZTE Server, but actually we don't usually advertise our awesome products. ZTE have independently developed our own servers since 2005. Also got rich experience from telecommunications, networks, finance, electricity, and other industries for decades. The ZTE Server products have ranked the first share in China mobiles purchased for 3 years. Also, the server we are going to introduce have recently received the 2021 Global Server Product Innovation Award by Frost & Sullivan. So for those people who don't know it before or have still no idea how nice it is, today is going to be the best chance for you to get to know about this fantastic server. So here we go. So here's our beautiful 2U rack server. Let's see the front panel. This server supports 2.5-inch small form factor and is configured with 8 small disks. However, this frame can be flexibly expanded to 16 or 24 small disks by adding 1 to 2 hard driver backplanes. If it's still not enough, like if you would like to build more large data center, more disks can be installed on the back. This is about these 2 power supplies. 4 small disks can be installed and a maximum of 28 NVMe SSD can be supported. There is a couple of different ways that it can be configured based on the actual requirements. 2 types of shelves, either 2.5 inches disks or 3.5 inches disks, so it made up to 7 models. Isn't it like a Lego block combination? And only by replacing the shelves or adding configuration could make it up to different models. Really save the cost. Let me show you the back panel. Power slots are symmetrically distributed on the left and the right sides. The symmetrical layout ensures on-demand air volume distribution and better heat dissipation. Right here, install 2 1200 watts power supplies. Well, of course, the power supply could be configured according to your power consumption up to 2000 watts. High efficiency platinum power supply, while 550 watts or 800 watts are also supported if the power is not too high. Okay, so let's open the server. It's easy to do, so basically you pull it out. Here's the air baffle. We can open it, of course, and we can change it. And I'll tell you a little bit more about it just a second later. So here we have 2 CPUs with the coolers, and also we have GPU here and RAM memory. So everything's here. Everything is expandable, so you can add more RAM if you want. So there are many things that you can do. And talking about air baffle, if we change this air baffle into hard drive gauge, we would have 4 more 3.5-inch disks or 8 2.5-inch disks. Extreme usage of space over here. In terms of CPU, there are Ice Lake CPUs are interconnected through 3 groups of UPIs with a transmission rate up to 11.2 GT per second. It supports the 3rd generation Intel Xeon processor. As we all know, a single CPU could support up to 40 core, 80 threads. That is, the dual channel server can reach up to 160 thread. That's super suitable for complicated processing scenarios. Guess what? This server we got configured with flagship CPU of the 3rd generation. Platinum 8380 further enhanced the performance and the speed of your system. Providing 32 DDR4 memory slots, supporting DDR4 3200 RDIMM and LRDIMM. The 32 pieces of 32 gigabyte memory, so that we would be 1024 gigabyte memory. The whole server supports a maximum of 6 terabytes DDR4 memory and a rate of up to 3200 MT per second, which is perfect. It also supports Intel Optane memory, which could expand up to 12 terabytes. The expansion area, and talking about the expansion area, there are PCIe 4.0 slots which equipped with GPU and NICs. NVIDIA A100 GPU, exactly for AI and high computing power, can be widely applicable to internet, cloud computing, big data, and NFV. One riser card can be support 1 full height GPU. If we are adding a built-in GPU extension cage, there are 2 more GPU cards with dual width and full height can be added. We all know that PCIe 4.0 has higher transmission speed than bandwidth. And with more extension boards plugged in, theoretically, the server actually supports 14 PCIe 4.0 extension peripherals, well, if you want. ZTE servers are designed and produced based on telecom equipment standards. The reliability of the product is also verified by telecom products requirements and can be efficiently adapted to business environment of enterprise. Good heat dissipation design, which improves system reliability, effectively extends the life of components and reduces costs. While the redundancy of power module supports 1+1 redundancy and the fan is N+1 redundancy available, which further improves the system reliability. Symmetrical heat layout improves heat dissipation capability by 30%. Here are 4 groups of efficient fans, N+1 redundancy, intelligently adjusted heat dissipation system according to the CPU temperature. ZTE R5300G4X server enhances the security design from 3 levels: firmware level, system level, and hardware level. By supporting dual BIOS partitioning and dual BMC partitioning, it greatly reduces the potential risk caused by version upgrade. Also, it implements encrypted storage, identity authentication, and encrypted transmission of sensitive data to ensure user data security. In terms of its power saving ability, G4X series server could save the power while ensure the performance. From power supply optimization, cabinet layout, optimized components choosing and design. This server increased 20% of its system heat dissipation ability by its intelligent dissipation management. Of course, you can flexibly select and configure it according to your demand. In most cases, you can just replace the GPU card by 2 SSDs. If you don't have a strict requirements for capacity and CPU's performance, or just using it for virtualization. Like we could add the 10GE and 25GE NICs to this server via the riser card, and the RAID card could be either built-in or purchased. The power supply of 550 watts is basically sufficient for it. And this G4X series server supports heterogeneous capability, stacks up CPUs, GPUs, and FPGAs intelligently, predicts the working load of processors, and dynamically adjusts the status of them. When there are a lot of calculation work of CPU, it will make CPUs operate with high load and improve the performance. When it's not necessary, it can reduce the frequency to save energy then. This server supports all mainstream operation systems such as Microsoft Windows Server, Red Hat, Enterprise Linux, VMware, ESXi, CGSL, etc. So let's test the DBA signature. And let's try how the ZTE server performs in the spec test. Spec test is a professional test to evaluate performance and energy efficiency for the computing system. So let's see. And we can see that from this result, the R5300G4X series does have a nice performance. It's just amazing. So that's it for today. ZTE in particular is a company which has complete end-to-end product chain. And I guess we can expect way more beautiful products from it in the future. How do you think? Share your comments. I hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you next time.